5 scary ghost videos to watch in lockdown. Number 5. Located in USA, specifically in Central Oregon, is a haunted ranch. Paranormal seeker Tonya Whitethorn and her team were invited to look around this ranch by the homeowner. She claims to have heard and seen many strange anomalies whilst living there, but most intriguing is that of a young girl. As the owner begins talking about the supposed 5-year-old ghost girl that resides in the building, Tonya's phonetic generator proceeds to say "daddy" and "attack." It's up to you how you want to interpret this.
But there was a man upstairs, and we were hearing like this little girl, this little disembodied girl. I was alone in the house, unbeknownst to myself, and standing in there, and it's a very disembodied little teeny voice, little girl voice. Would be talking, they're just like,
"Daddy, attack."
Oh, that's good.
If you didn't realise already, the cameras being used here are an infrared thermal imaging camera. Ken, who's the one recording, pans all the way to the left whilst in this infrared mode. What he manages to record remains Tonya's best capture of all time.
something happened upstairs because you could it was almost like the same pattern of footsteps of the man that I saw upstairs coming up the hall, and then the little girl. It was some weird thing that happened.
Like it was a storyline?
Yeah, but it was like, then the little girl was down here, so whatever was happening, his spirit wasn't going away, she wasn't going away, and it happened upstairs.
Mm-hmm.
I saw her standing in my closet. You know, it was just a weird, I don't know, maybe daddy attacked her. I don't know. It was very weird. Something, I can just sense something happened. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
With that, but the little girl was just kind of lingering around these guys.
We can,
Repeat, yeah, I'll loop.
Yeah, a recording looping. They will not interact with you.
As the owner of the property is discussing the little girl, a small figure who I believe is that girl is clearly seen waving and pointing at the investigators. She's trying to get their attention, and you can even hear her say, "I'm Mary," and "help me." Next, I will show you the same angle but with a regular camera. You can still hear the girl talking, but visually she is completely invisible.
Some weird thing that happened.
Like it was a storyline?
Yeah, but it was like, then the little girl was down here, so whatever was happening, his spirit wasn't going away, she wasn't going away, and it happened upstairs.
The apparition doesn't have much luck getting the team to notice her, as we see her continuing to wave and move around in the same area as before.
Yeah, it's very oppressive. It's very heavy all the time.
Mm-hmm. There's a way to do that too. We have to go on the outside and get the flow of the energy going through the earth in the direction it's supposed to be going. No, we're just a warrior of our creator, here to help any spirits that need to move on and fight evil. It's the only way to do it. So that was me.
The red light's right.
Overall, this video is very sad if it's to be believed. So what do you think this apparition is? A young girl or something else? Check out Tonya Whitethorn on YouTube for more paranormal content. Number 4. The following was suggested to my email submitgb@gmail.com by someone called Jordan Moller. He tells me in the email that it was recorded in the UK in a town called Warrington. It consists of a short excerpt from a family's baby monitor. A completely black shadow figure appears from the left side and proceeds to stare directly into the camera before moving its head down. It has bright white glowing eyes and looks to be potentially wearing some sort of hat, as you can see an outline when he moves. Number 3. Really Haunted is a channel I featured a while back. It mainly consists of a guy called Lee who documents all the strange goings on in his haunted house. The following footage was recorded back in November, however was only uploaded recently on the 9th of January. We join Lee downstairs where he explains how the paranormal activity he's experiencing has started to go from scary to dangerous.
We've never had anything like this before. About 1 AM I got up to go to the toilet and the loft hatch came down again, but this time it hit me on the head. And that's like a solid piece of wood, really hit me on my head.
It seems to me that whatever entity resides in Lee's house has had enough. As he walks out his room, it dislodges the attic door, which crashes down right on his noggin. As Lee is explaining what's just happened, he hears a sound coming from the kitchen and goes to take a look.
I think I'm going to go up later on when the sun comes up. What the f*** was that? Things have gone weird. Super, super weird. The f***.
Something aggressively pushes a load of bottles into the sink. Whatever it is doesn't seem to like Lee and wants him to leave. So is Lee's house really haunted, or did he purposefully hurt himself just for a YouTube video? I personally believe it's real. Check out Really Haunted on YouTube for more content. Number 2. If you saw my previous video, you may recall Tim. He was in the middle of a camping trip to a mysterious area of the Russian wilderness called the Devil's Ravine. Today we'll be looking at part 2 of his investigation. We pick up where the previous video left off. It's the dead of night and Tim's just heard something out in the darkness.
Опять крик. Друзья, я не охотник, но звуки некоторых зверей знаю. Колокольчики. Колокольчики. Polaroid.
Something outside activates the motion activated Polaroid camera more than once.
Там есть кто-нибудь? Блин.
Tim ventures outside to investigate and collect the pictures. However, he sees no tracks apart from his own. Once back inside the tent, he proceeds to look at the images.
Просто лес. На первой фотографии. На второй. Какая-то светлая. А, это, наверное, последняя. Она еще не сделалась.
Disappointed that there was nothing on any of the pictures, Tim decides he wants to venture further into the forest in search of whatever made the roar sound earlier.
Опять был какой-то крик. Блин, сейчас совсем рядом было.
It seems as though whatever Tim is searching for is already watching him from the edge of the forest.
Я вообще не понимаю. Не знаю, что делать.
Luckily for Tim, that was the last he heard of whatever was following him around the forest. He ended up managing to find his way back to his tent and ultimately his car parked a few miles away. If you enjoyed Tim's content, then subscribe to him at Tim Morozov on YouTube. Number 1. To finish off today's video, we have the conclusion to exploring with Eric's Old Washoe Club investigation. In part 1, the guys caught many EVPs, sounds and more and are convinced something is following them around the building in the form of an orb. The first instance of seeing this orb comes just a few minutes into the video.
Alright, so my friend Patrick is on that side, me and Anthony are here. Outside.
I'm just doing my rounds. Did you hear that?
If you're there, can you move around?
I seem to be lost.
Panel. Call.
Jesus.
Starving.
I think I'm lost. Can you tell me where to go?
Starving.
I think I'm lost. Can you tell me where to go? What was that, dude? Did you see that? Did you see that? I jumped back, dude. It's like this white light that just fired off.
In his email to me, Eric says this next audio capture is one of the spirits saying his name. What do you think it sounds like? After all of that, Eric and the team decide to stand on the upstairs corridor completely still to see if they could hear any movement.
Nobody's moving.
No, absolutely no.
Do you hear footsteps upstairs? Listen. Did you hear that?
That was loud. That was like something hit something.
Did you hear footsteps upstairs? Listen. Did you hear that?
That was loud. That was like.
Can I see that speaker that's on top of the audio? There it is again. Did you see that, dude? There it is again. Did you see that, dude?
Now, that orb you just saw looks very unusual. It moved very fast and wasn't at the right angle for it to be a light reflection. So, what else could it be? If you enjoyed this and want more, check out Exploring with Eric on YouTube. Subscribe if you want more ghost videos and like the video if you liked the video, and I'll see you in the next one.